Hello, grade 10 learners. Today we're going to learn about arithmetic sequence. At the end of this video lesson, the students are expected to define and illustrate an arithmetic sequence, find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, and given the first few terms of an arithmetic sequence, find the common difference and the nth term for the specified n. Now let's start. Let us begin by this activity. What is the pattern you observe in each sequence? Can you give the next two terms? So for number 1, we have 4, 7, 10, 13, and so on. That's correct. The pattern is by adding 3 to the preceding term. So it means that the next two terms are 16, 19. For number 2, we have 33, 38, 43, 48. Very good. The pattern is by adding 5 to the preceding term. So the next two terms are 53, 58. And for number 3, we have 100, 98, 96, 94. Very good. The pattern is by adding negative 2 to the preceding term. So the next two terms are 92, 90. So notice that a constant or a common number is added to the preceding term or the number before it to get the next term in each of the sequence. So we have here the constant number being added, and that one is called the common difference, and it is represented by a small letter d. So all these sequences are said to be arithmetic sequence. So an arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which term after the first is formed by adding a fixed number to the preceding term, and that fixed number or constant is called the common difference, denoted by a small letter d. Let us determine if the sequence is arithmetic or not. If it is, find the common difference and the next three terms of the sequence. So the sequence is negative 4, 3, 10, 17, and so on. To find out if the sequence is arithmetic, there must be a common difference between any two consecutive terms in the sequence. So we can do that by simply subtracting the second term by the first term. So we have 3 minus negative 4, and the answer is 7. We subtract again the third term by the second term. So we have here 10 minus 3, which is equal to 7. And we also have to subtract the fourth term by the third term, which is 17 minus 10. And the answer is 7. Because there is a common difference between consecutive terms, the sequence is said to be arithmetic sequence. Now, the next three terms are obtained by adding 7 to the preceding term, so that the next three terms are 24, 31, 38. Let us deal with this example. Write the first 5 terms of the arithmetic sequence with 5 as the first term and with a common difference of negative 2. So we begin by writing the first term, which is equal to 5. So the second term can be obtained by a sub 1 plus the common difference, which is negative 2. So we have now 5 plus negative 2. So the second term is equal to 3. For the third term, we have to use a sub 2 plus the common difference, which is negative 2. So we have 3 plus negative 2, and that is equal to 1. For the fourth term, we have to use a sub 3 plus the common difference, and that will give us 1 plus negative 2, and that is equal to negative 1. For the fifth term, we have to use the fourth term plus the common difference, and that will give us -1 plus -2. So the fifth term is -3. As you notice, we just simply add the common difference to the preceding term to get the next term. So therefore, the first 5 terms of the sequence are 5, 3, 1, -1, and -3. Using the sequence that we obtained from the previous example, what is the 20th term? We can obtain the answer by constantly adding -2 to the preceding term until we reach the 20th term. So that we have -33 as the 20th term. But there is another way of finding the specified term of an arithmetic sequence, and that is through using the nth term of arithmetic sequence. The nth term of an arithmetic sequence with the first term a sub 1 and the common difference d is given by a sub n equals a sub 1, which is the first term, plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Let us find out what is the 20th term using the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. Firstly, we need to identify the first term, a sub 1, which is 5, the common difference, d, which is -2, and n, or the term number, which is 20, since we are looking for the 20th term. So by substituting all the values to the formula, we obtain a sub 20 equals 5 plus the quantity of 20 minus 1 times -2. Simplifying what is inside the parenthesis first, we have 19. So 19 times -2, then we have -38. Simplifying 5 plus -38, we have -33. So therefore, the 20th term of the sequence 5, 3, 1, -1, -3 is -33. Let's have another example. Find the 21st term of the arithmetic sequence 6, 9, 12, 15. So we first identify the first term, which is 6, and then the common difference can be obtained by subtracting two consecutive terms. So we have 3 as the common difference, and n, or the term number, which is 21, since we are looking for the 21st term. Now, substituting all the values to the formula, we have a sub 21 equals 6 plus the quantity of 21 minus 1 times 3. Simplifying what is inside the parenthesis, which is 21 minus 1, we have 20 multiplied by 3, so we have 60. Simplifying 6 plus 60, so the value of a sub 21 is equal to 66. Therefore, the 21st term of the sequence 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on is 66. Let us deal with another example. In the arithmetic sequence 7, 10, 13, 16, and so on, find n if a sub n is equal to 304. So identifying the first term, which is 7, the common difference, which is 3, the a sub n, which is 304, and we are looking for the n, or what term is 304. So substituting all the values to the formula, we have 304 equals 7 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times 3. Now we distribute 3 to each term in the parentheses. There we have 304 equals 7 plus 3 times n, which is 3n, 3 times -1, which is -3. Now combining similar terms, which is 7 minus 3, Now, the equation will be 304 equals 4 plus 3n. By transposition, we transfer 4 to the left side of the equation. Then we have 304 minus 4 equals 3n. So 300 equals 3n will be the resulting equation. Dividing both sides of the equation by 3, so the value of n is equal to 100. So it means that 304 is the 100th term of the arithmetic sequence 7, 10, 13, 16, and so on. Let us deal with another example. The fourth term of an arithmetic sequence is 34, and the 10th term is 22. Find a sub 1, d, and the nth term. So we first solve for the value of d. So to solve for the value of d, we use this step. We identify first the a sub 4, which is 34, and the a sub 10, which is 22. So we will be using the a sub 10 minus a sub 4 all over 10 minus 4. So the a sub 10 is 22 minus the a sub 4, which is 34, divided by 10 minus 4, which is 6. So 22 minus 34 will give us negative 12 over 6. So the common difference, or D, is equal to negative 2. Now that we already have our common difference, we are ready to find now our a sub 1, or the first term. Using the formula, a sub 1 equals a sub 4 minus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Now, the value of a sub 4 is 34 minus the n. Since 34 is the fourth term, so we will be using n as 4 here. Minus 1 times the common difference that we obtained, which is negative 2. Simplifying what is inside the parenthesis first, we have 4 minus 1, which is 3. And then multiplying negative 3 times negative 2, there we have positive 6. So 34 plus 6 is equal to 40. It means that the first term is equal to 40. Now we are ready to determine the nth term. The nth term can be obtained using the general rule for the arithmetic sequence, which is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Substituting the values of a sub 1, which is 40, the value of n, which is missing, and the d, which is negative 2. Simplifying or distributing negative 2 to each term in the parentheses, there we have negative 2 times n, which is negative 2n, negative 2 times negative 1, which is positive 2. So combining similar terms, which is 40 plus 2. So the nth term is equal to a sub n equals negative 2n plus 42. So the value of the first term is 40, the common difference is negative 2, and the nth term is described as a sub n equals negative 2n plus 42. Let us have this exercise. Which term of the arithmetic sequence 7, 10, 13, 16 is 304? Is it A, 99, B, 100, C, 111, or D, 102? Next, find the 16th term of the sequence 1, 5, 9, 13, and so on. Is it A, 61, B, 62, C, 64, or D, 68? For the next item, The fifth term of an arithmetic sequence is 21 and the 11th term is 51. Find the common difference. Is it A, 3, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7? You can comment your answers on the comment box. So that would be all for today, guys. Until our next session, thank you and enjoy learning.